Morning, Pottinger's class.
Good morning.
Today we're doing 6.3, area and perimeter of rectangles, triangles, and parallelograms. Can you find the area and perimeter of rectangles, triangles, and parallelograms?
Yes.
Perimeter. Now, the perimeter is the distance around the
Outside.
of an object. Area is the space.
Inside.
So perimeter outside, area. Area is inside, right? Dimensions. Now, dimensions are the measurements that make up a shape. So if my shape is this rectangle, these are my dimensions, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then a formula. I think we're pretty good with formula, but plug in numbers to the formula to help you get an answer, right?
Yes.
Remember that big word that I like? Plug in. Everyone say plug in.
Plug in.
Everyone say plug in.
Plug in.
Okay, when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Okay, base times height. Area equals base times height. That is for what three shapes?
Squares, rectangles, and parallelograms.
Base times height could also be called
Length times width.
length times width. This formula is what?
Gross.
It's gross. Say gross.
Gross.
Gross. So when we're trying to find the area of a triangle, we use what?
Base times height divided by 2.
Base times height divided by 2, because a triangle is half of a rectangle or half of a square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we divide by 2. Okay, cool. When you're doing a label for area, you use units. If it's centimeters, it would be centimeters. And then the unit or the measurement for perimeter is a just basic unit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here is, I'm going to skip over this one, you guys, because I think you're pretty good at finding the area and the perimeter of a basic shape like that. Add up all the sides for perimeter, base times height for the area. This guy right here, it's what? What's this shape right there?
Triangle.
Is this right here the height?
No.
Is this the height?
Yes.
So you've got to use the height, not the slanted part, but the height for straight up from the top to the bottom. Mrs. Euglin told us that the height and the base usually make what? Not usually, always make a...
Triangle.
So my base and my height are right there, right? Mrs. Euglin is brilliant, isn't she? Okay. I'm going to keep going. So this is our work that we use. We use a lot of fractions because you guys are capable of multiplying, adding, subtracting fractions, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then a parallelogram, we know what they are. So here's an example of a couple of parallelograms. When calculating the area of a parallelogram, your height is always going to probably be given as a dotted line because parallelograms have slanty sides, yes? Yes. Okay, and then for this last one, we're trying to find what the height is of the slanty side. What's a method you could use if you know the area and you know the base? What could you use? What's one of my favorite math methods? So we simply took our calculator out. Okay, we simply took our calculator out and we just guessed and checked our way to the answer, yes?
Yes.
And that's okay to do if you don't know how to do it algebraically, which most of you probably don't, right?
Yeah.
We cool with this?
Yeah.
Okay, take